as we all know, chain letter bitches are running rampant across the YouTuberverse. Whew, there's a term I haven't used in a while. And as we all know, I've posted a previous video about how to deal with them. However, because I can, I'm making another one. And this time I'm going to be just a little more informative. So, to get things ticked off, here's all the things that you can do to fight back the chain letter bitches. Option 1 is to do exactly what I did as I posted in my previous video. Reply to their message, leaving them their own chain letter, telling them to remove their video. Now, for those of you who are way too lazy to actually go to my profile and check out the last video that I posted prior to this, to actually get the verbiage, I've taken the liberty of copying and pasting right over there for your convenience. Because let's face it, why do more work than you have to? All you gotta do is just take the word name in that message and just, replace it with theirs. Make sure you spell it correctly, though, because otherwise they'll laugh at you for it. The next step is to hit them a little closer to home. Basically, what that means is, instead of leaving a message reply, like I did in option 1, why don't you can just click on their name, go to their profile, and leave them a comment. Or, if they have comments disabled, you can leave it a bulletin. Or, if that's been disabled, you can always send them an email, whatever the YouTube kind of email thing. I've really got to come up with a name for that. U-mail. Send them a U-mail. But of course, with today's YouTube of the whole now and day kind of thing, that doesn't really work itself out either, because of account holders now have the option to only accept messages from their contacts, so that may not work either. But it's, give it all a try, see what happens. Also, if they are like me and they have their own website, which they have posted on their profile, you can always go to that to see if you can find some other means of contacting them, whether it be through a personal email or through the guest book. And of course, you'd have to expand on your message saying, I've visited you from YouTube and blah, 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 but it's all worth it. Another thing that you can do is simply to ignore the problem. But of course, we all know that if you ignore a problem, it won't go away, because you're telling them that they can get away with it, so they'll continue to do it. So it's not really an option per se. Why then did I throw it in? Because good things come in threes, and I couldn't think of anything, so I needed some filler. What's that, you say? You've done everything that I've told you to because you just think it's so awesome, and then they've actually had the nerve to reply to you back? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have had this happen to me as well. Because some person actually had the nerve to actually leave a chain letter message to one of my videos. Okay, first things first, I am above that. Don't waste my time, okay? That's where I employed the hitting them closer to home method. Now, I don't remember which video it was that they left the message there, because, quite frankly, I promptly removed it. Which, by the way, is the best way to deal with chain letter messages. But I guess, people are just can't be bothered to remove them from their accounts. Anyway, when the person put the message there, I quickly, before deleting it, I actually clicked their name to go to their profile, and I left them a comment. Basically, 3 beautiful words. Fuck you, spammer. That's it. That's all I said. And that person sent me another comment. He replied back. Or she, I should say. Now, for those of you who are far too lazy to actually go to my profile and read the comment that was made, here's what happened. The whole thing took place on March 25th, 2007. And we got the message, the little chain letter message, and I left the fuck you spammer message on their profile, and the person had the nerve to actually respond back, leaving a comment on my profile. Now, again, for those of you who are way too lazy to check out that bad boy, here is what Always Eve said in all of her grammatical glory. Now, here's how you deal with these kind of responses. This is where actually option 3 comes in. How about that? It actually turned out to be quite useful after all. Ignore them. You leave them. What is what I like to call the cat attack. Because you strike and then you run away. Or in this case, you ignore them. So, you find the chain letter. You tell them to go fuck themselves. They say fuck you right back. You ignore them. Plain and simple. Because no need to escalate it. They already know you don't like them. And they know why. So, and the best part is, if you should happen to stumble upon another one of their chainmail letters, repeat option 1 or option 2 again. And then, should they have the nerve to reply back, don't say anything. It'll keep pissing them off, and they'll learn their lesson. Yeah. Now, don't we feel better about ourselves?